Hey, good morning from beautiful Williston, Tennessee. Here we are in stately Olmsted Manor. Welcome. Gonna sing some songs today, practice my guitar, and share a little bit. Appreciate everyone joining me and helping me learn how to play the guitar a little better. Hey, if you watched last week, we had no air conditioner downstairs. When I started the podcast, we'd had a failure of our downstairs unit last week. So the upstairs unit had been running at that time for about 3 days, constantly. And while I was in the middle of the podcast, the fan and the condenser on that unit seized up, so we had no air conditioner at all. It was hot. It was really hot. It was hot outside, and it was really hot in here. So we went down to and my AC guy was out of town, of course, because it was the 4th of July, and as these things usually happen. So we went down to Wally World and bought a couple of window units, and I threw them in, one in the bedroom and one in here in the great room. And they did a pretty good job. They kept us from dying. We're such a weak race now. I don't know how our ancestors lived in this part of the country without air conditioner. My friends here absolutely understand. I think some of my friends overseas, they don't. I know we spent some time over in the UK back in around 2004 or so, and I spent 10 days over there. They were in the middle of in London. They were in the middle of a heat wave, and it was like they were apologizing to us for the unbearable heat, and it was like 80 degrees. And I thought, you don't know what heat is. You need to come to Memphis in July or in August, and they said, well, what's it like? I said, well, it's like hell, but it's more humid. Anyway, so the guy came out on Monday and fixed the upstairs unit. So we did pretty good with that. And then the part came in for the other unit on Thursday, and then he came out and fixed that. So it wasn't bankrupting us to get it fixed. And whatever it cost would have been worthwhile. I just will have to not buy another guitar for a couple of years. Something's not working right. I'm sorry. Let's see. Technology. It's so funny. You have this stuff and you think it's amazing. It's miraculous that I can have a video conference with somebody on the other side of the world, and it's amazing. And when you first start doing this stuff, it's like magic. And then after you've done it a few times, it just suddenly becomes an entitlement. And I can press the button in there, say my sister's name, and dial her up on the phone while I'm driving my car, and she's driving her car, and up around Nashville or so, and I can talk to her through the ether. It's the most amazing thing. And then she'll drive down into a little depression, and we'll lose the connection, and I'm mad. This is terrible. We get on an airplane. I flew to Europe, back in 2004, and I got on an airplane, and 14 hours later, I was in Wales. And you think our ancestors, not too far in the past, it took months or years to get from there to here. So anyway, we're just spoiled. What can I say? Hey, we're talking about guitars. The last guitar I purchased, and I promised myself this is going to be the last one for a while. This is my Larrabee Jumbo J3R, and if you don't know anything about Larrabee guitars, they have them down at Martin Music here in Memphis, which is a great place to go play some lesser known guitars, maybe I should say, that are really good. Back in the money room where this was, this Larrabee makes fine instruments, and I highly recommend them. I highly recommend this one. If you watched this last week, I was playing my Epiphone J200, which is also a jumbo, and that guitar is maple with a spruce top. Now, this guitar is rosewood. It's rosewood sides and back, and spruce top. And I mentioned last week, I said we'd drag this one out and play it so you could, of course, you're not going to remember what the other one sounded like, but the maple guitar is very bright. The maple tends to be resonate a lot less than rosewood. So it lends itself more towards the treble side of the spectrum, and but it rings like a bell. It just really sings. The jumbo shape in combination with the maple, it's a very unique sound. It's a Gibson sound. If you got a chance to play a Gibson J200 or an Epiphone SJ200, they're remarkable instruments. That's one we played last week. Well, we're going to play this one this week, and this guitar is an absolute cannon. The size in combination with the I've got a pick somewhere. The size of the guitar in combination with the rosewood, it's just. It is a cannon. It's almost too loud. It lends itself to my style of play, which is finger picking. It's also bad. But anyway, I'm trying. I've only been playing since I was 17. So let's start with. I got a slow connection. I don't even know if you guys are hearing me this morning or not. Last week it cut out in the middle of my song, the end of the day song, and really in the pretty part too. It cut in. I was in the bridge, and it just cut out, and then it started back up, and there's a big. You go back and listen to it. There's a big cutaway and come back, and I thought, well, that's just technology anyway. I generally start these things off with something I wrote, which is. There's a cat behind me. That's Cherie. She's an old girl. She's 18 years old. She's a bit of a grump. I'm in her place, and so she wants me to be aware that she's not comfortable right now because she normally sits on the back of this chair, and now I'm in her place. But she'll get over it. So anyway, she's kind of an old girl, so like me, she just barely gets around. I wrote this song. Around the turn of the last century, so somewhere around there. This was I don't know where this came from. I wrote this song in about 15 minutes, which is not typical. I'm not a very prolific songwriter. I've written a half dozen songs in 25 years. And I don't know where that stuff comes from. People say, how do you write a song? I say, I don't know. Do you write the words first? I said, sometimes. Do you write the music first? I said, sometimes. I know with Kathy's song, I had that chord progression for, 20 years. I'd pick up the guitar and just start, noodling around with it. And then one day, I got the words. So it's just, I don't know how the muse works. I can't explain it. It just happens when it happens. But I tell you, if you're trying to write music, if you want to write music, start writing poems. But if you get something, write it down. Or what I do is I record it. I'll sing it or play it, whatever little bit I've got, and I'll stick it up on YouTube and I'll have it. Because that's why if you go out to my YouTube channel, you'll see it's not really high production value. Not like this. But hey, it's really up there so I can have it, so I can remember it. If you're trying to write music, or write a song, or write a poem, sometimes you'll get something brilliant. And especially I'll wake up in the morning with some brilliant verse or hook. Usually, you get a hook, and you think, I want to build a song around that. And I'll remember this, and then 30 minutes later, you remember that you had something, but you don't remember what it was. And that's why if you write it down, sing it into your phone, do something so you'll have it. I have written songs. There's one song that I know that I wrote, that I know that I sang. I sang it in church. It was a worship song. And I remember that I wrote it. I remember that I played it. I remember that I sang it over a period of time. I have no recollection of it. I cannot remember it. It's gone. So it's important. Write this stuff down, and work on it a little bit, and then you can come up with something, and then record it. Let people hear it. They'll be nice. Anyway, this is a moral tale. Not working too hard. This is the ballad of Richard and Patty. Richard met Patty in 78. Married in 80 and left it to fate. Patty tells Richard she loves him each day. He says, I know and I like it that way. Sun comes up, sun goes down. Days slip by while no one is around. Working today, tomorrow there will be some time for you and me. Richard is working, he's slaving away. He's building a future for Patty someday. Patty says, Richard, you need to slow down. I miss you greatly when you're not around. Sun comes up, sun goes down. Days slip by while no one is around. Working today, tomorrow there will be some time for you and me. Richard works late at the office each night, staying away and avoiding a fight. Patty sits home alone by herself, with all of her love locked up on a shelf. Sun comes up, sun goes down. Days slip by while no one is around. Working today, tomorrow there will be some time for you and me. Richard got back from the doctor today. Pain in his chest won't be going away. 25 years of punching that clock, hasn't worked out the way that he thought. Sun comes out, sun goes down, days slip by while no one is around. Working today, tomorrow there will be some time for you and me. 25 years don't seem very long. One day you're here, the next day you're gone. All that remains at the end of the day is a life never lived, 'cause you saved it away. Sun comes out, sun goes down, days slip by while no one is around. Working today, tomorrow there will be no more time for you and me. No more time for you and me. No more time for you and me. Georgia, Georgia, whole day through, just an old sweet song, leave Georgia on my mind. Georgia, Georgia, song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight. Arms reach out to me, and their eyes smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams I see, road leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song, leave Georgia on my mind. Reach out to me, their eyes smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams I see, road leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia, peace I find, just an old sweet song, leave Georgia on my mind. Just an old sweet song, leave Georgia. Hey, here's a guitar tip for you. I was just playing in the key of C. Now I'm going to go to play a song in the key of G. So how do you get from C to G? And you'll run across this a lot of times if you're transposing a song. Some songs, it adds interest to the song if you will transpose up a step to the next key. I'll sing a song, a John Denver song, "Ain't It Good to Be Back Home Again," and that song starts off in the key of C, and then on the second verse it goes to the key of D. So how do you get there? So you're playing in C, and you want to go to G. But the seventh chord in any triad will take you into that key. So if you want to go to G and you're in C, then go to the 7, which is an A7. Am I getting that right? I'm sorry, that's to go to D. You want to do... So anyway, you go to the 7th, and that will take you into the to the key you want to go to, and it just is a smooth transition. So. Well, I'm not a great. That's why I don't do theory very well. Anyway, remember what I said. Don't remember what I did. Okay, go to the seventh, and that'll take you to the key you want to go to. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires, come to you. If your heart is in your dreams, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, dreamers do. Good morning, Diane. Fate is kind. She brings to those who love sweet fulfillment of secret longings, like a boat out of the blue. Fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, dreams come true. Fate is kind. She brings to those who love sweet fulfillment of secret longings, like a boat out of the blue. Fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, dreams come true. So many songs about rainbows, what's on the other side? Rainbows of visions are simply illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told and some choose to believe it. I know the wrong way to see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. Lovers and dreamers and me. Who said that every wish heard in the answer, wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, someone believed it. Look how it's gone so far. What's so amazing about this stargazing? What's that we all want to see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. Lovers and dreamers and me. All of us under its spell probably think that it's magic. Have you been half asleep? Have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? It may be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. Something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. Lovers and dreamers and me. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. Lovers and dreamers and me. Hey, I want to share today. I'm gonna play some more in a minute. I'm a Christ follower. Okay, and this is my guitar friends. Yeah, I play and for my guitar friends, and then I'll start talking about Jesus, and they'll go, "Oh my goodness, there he goes again." Sorry, anything else to talk about? It is Christ is my life. Okay, I wouldn't have one without it. I mean that literally. I wouldn't. It would have been over. At 17, 18 years old, it would have been over. So I'm on his time now. God's been very good to me, and I wanted to just share a little bit, some practical stuff. Somebody said to me, "Hey, you share, you make things simple," and I thought, that's because I am simple. It's not because I'm deep. But the nice thing about the gospel and the good news about Christ is it is simple. You got to be kind of like a child to receive it and understand it, and not that any of us really understand it. Good morning, Joel. Good to see you here. Diane has stayed with me through the music, so Dr. Morgan, good morning. I think about and meditate on what I want to share in these little things I do every week, and a little 5 minutes I get to broadcast across the world. And I was thinking about it today. I've been talking about living in the shade. We were created to live in the shadow of God. That's really what the Hebrew says, as I understand it. When we were made in the image of God, that literally means I was created to live in His shadow. And I think that's more. That's certainly more. Gins up more with my idea about what we're supposed to be. I'm supposed to be in relationship with my Father. I'm living in His shadow. I'm in the shade, and that's where I'm supposed to stay. And that's the safe place. That's the secret place that the Psalm talks about. He that dwells in the secret place of the Almighty. That's the secret place. And so we've talked about the keys of the kingdom and what unlocks the kingdom and what looses the kingdom and what binds up the kingdom and looses something else. We've talked about unforgiveness and importance it is to forgive, and I said, well, we're going to talk about other keys that unlock the kingdom of God. And I think so I was meditating on all that, and I said, well, what am I going to talk about today? And I got to thinking about Romans 7 and where Paul talks about the law, and we tend to think about the law in the sense of the Old Testament. So, and God gave us a covenant that was impossible to keep. So and the people tried to keep it for thousands of years, and they couldn't. And but they just kept adding more and more to it. If we can get some more rules, we'll finally get this right. Let's have some more rules. And I got to thinking about that. I thought, it is so much better to know the ruler than it is to know the rules. The rules are for subjects. But when you're in relationship, when you're a child of God, and the rules aren't for you, because you don't need the rules to be in love with your Father. You don't need the rules to walk next to Him if you're in relationship with Him. Those things just are understood, and so the purpose of the law, when Moses gave the law, and please understand also that the giving of the law at Mount Sinai was not the revelation of the Old Testament, because the people historically knew the law. They knew it because you can see that demonstrated in Genesis, where Cain and Abel, Abel makes the appropriate sacrifice and Cain makes the inappropriate sacrifice. How did they know? When Noah takes extra animals for the sacrifice on the ark, well, the law hadn't been given. How did he know? Because the law had been revealed. Right and wrong had been revealed. The people, just by the time of the Exodus, had gotten so far from where they were supposed to be in their hearts, that they had to write it down, but they're the ones that requested that Moses write it down. Moses had a relationship with God like me talking to you, and not that I would put myself in that place, but he had a face-to-face relationship with God, and he brings the people out of Egypt, which is the type of the world. He brings people out of Egypt. He brings them up to the mountain so they can have a relationship with God. And they see the terrible lightning and the smoke and the awesomeness of God, and they said, "We can't handle this." I tell you what, you go up there and you find out what we're supposed to do. You write it down, and we'll do it. And that's the birth of that. And we've been doing that ever since. Okay, so you may not think, "Well, I'm a Protestant believer. I'm a Christian. I don't follow the law." Well, you do. If you're not in relationship, if you're not living in the shadow, if you're not living in God's shade, then you've got to do something. So you go to church, and there's a whole bunch of rules that you're supposed to follow. Don't do this. Don't touch that. Don't drink this. Don't hang around with those people. The rules will fill that vacuum, and the rules will become your God. And that's what Romans 7 is really talking about. And the thing about idolatry is that it looses, there's that word again, it looses upon us the things that we wish to avoid, the things that we don't want to do. Paul says, I didn't know about coveting. I didn't even know about it until I read it, and then I understood it was wrong, and then all I could do was covet. And that's what the law does to us. It sets a standard for us that we cannot keep, and we will break. That's why, you see these pastors, and they'll, they run off with the church secretary. Well, there was a rule against that, see. And when you get out of a relationship, when you get out of the shade, you start leaning upon something else. Whatever you lean upon is your God. And if it's not God, it's an idol. And if it's an idol, it's going to lead you away from God. It's going to lead you into those very things that you're trying to avoid. The Bible talks about the flesh. The flesh translates, I think, according to the NIV, and I'm not a theologian or a Bible scholar or a Greek scholar, but according to the NIV, it translates to the sinful nature of man. That's the flesh, and the flesh is about the flesh, and the flesh loves the law. The same flesh that would drive you to the bar on Saturday night will drive you to church on Sunday morning. It doesn't care as long as it gets to drive. So we become these religious people devoted to our set of rules, our denominational hierarchy or whatever, and we step out of the shade, and suddenly we're worshiping another God. We're worshiping the rules, and we'll make the rules biblical. We'll take Bible verses and we'll incorporate them into our rules, and we'll be very pious, and we'll beat our chests like the Pharisees did, and tell everybody how good we are because we follow the rules. But that's not what we were created for. We were created to be in relationship with the Father, and we were created to walk in His shade and His shadow next to Him, and Christ made that possible for us. And anyway, that's what I wanted to share today. I hope that makes some sense. It makes perfect sense to me, but I've got my mind is like a bag of squirrels sometimes. Yeah, I come back and listen to these things later on. It's like my guitar playing. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. But yeah, hey, it's live. It's my live practice, and it's what I do. So anyway, don't live by the rules. Live by relationship. Try to get find that place, that secret place. Yeah, go back and listen to, if you hadn't listened to what I've been talking about, go back and listen to some of the other ones, because we're talking about living in the shade, being next to Him. That's the only way we can accomplish this. That's the only way to be a successful Christ follower is to be there. It's the way you're going to see Him. You're going to see the world the way it's supposed to be. You're not going to fall into these traps that the enemy set for us. And right now, hey, it's a crazy world we're living in. The aliens are going to be revealed soon or whatever. You're going to have to know God because everything else is shaken to pieces. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that today. Now, I'm going to play some music now. This is not Christian music. This is music, and this is for my guitar friends. Anyway, I offend them with the Christian stuff, and now I'm going to offend my Christian friends with the music stuff. So there you go. Anyway, Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Been out riding fences so long now. You're a hot one. You got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you will hurt you somehow. Don't you draw the queen of diamonds, boy, she'll beat you if she's able. Queen of hearts is always your best bet. Seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table, but you only want the ones you can't get. Desperado, you ain't getting no younger. Pain and your hunger, they're driving you home. Freedom, oh freedom, that's just some people talking. Prison is walking through this world all alone. But your feet get cold in the wintertime, the sky won't snow and the sun won't shine. It's hard to tell the nighttime from the day. Losing all your highs and lows, and it's funny how the feeling goes away. Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Down from your fences, open that gate. Maybe raining, there's a rainbow above you. Better let somebody love you before it's too late. Better let somebody love you before it's too late. It's another tequila sunrise, stirring slowly across the sky. She said goodbye. He was just a hired hand, working on the dreams he planned to try. Days go by. Every night when the sun goes down, just another lonely boy in town. She's out running around. She wasn't just another woman, and I couldn't keep from coming on. Been so long. Oh, and it's a hollow feeling when it comes down to dealing friends never end. Take another shot of courage. Wonder why the right words never come. Just getting on. It's another tequila sunrise. This old world still looks the same. Another frame. Take another shot of courage. Wonder why the right words never come. Just get numb. It's another tequila sunrise. This old world still looks the same. Another frame. There is a young cowboy, he lives on the range. His horse and his cattle, his only companion. Works in the saddle and he sleeps in the canyons, waiting for summer, his pastures to change. And as the moon rises, he sits by his fire, thinking about women and glasses of beer. Closing his eyes as the doggies retire, sings out a song which is soft but it's clear, as if maybe someone could hear. Good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors that choose. Don't you let me go down in my dream. And rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Now the 1st of December is covered with snow. So was the turnpike from Stockbridge to Boston. All the Berkshires seem dreamlike on account of that crossing. 10 miles behind me, 10,000 more to go. There's a song that they sing when they take to the highway, song that they sing when they take to the sea, song that they sing of their home in the sky. Maybe you can't believe it if it helps you to sleep. Singing works just fine for me. Good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors that choose. Don't you let me go down in my dream. Rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Well, I don't remember that song right now. I only play it all the time. I'm gonna play it. Let's get it right. Written by Willie Nelson, sold to Patsy Cline for $25. Crazy, crazy for feeling so lonely. Crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. Love me as long as you want it. Someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering, what in the world did I do? Crazy, thinking that my love could hold you. Crazy for trying, crazy for crying, crazy for loving you. Crazy, crazy for feeling so lonely. Crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I know, love me as long as you want it. Someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? wondering, what in the world did I do? Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. Crazy for trying, crazy for crying, crazy for loving you. I'm crazy for trying, crazy for crying, crazy for loving you. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? What they're really saying is, I love you. I hear babies crying, watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I ever know. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? What they're really saying is, I love you. I hear babies crying, watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I ever know. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Hey, I don't know. That might be a good place to stop. I don't know. It doesn't get much better than that for me. It's I didn't mess up on that one. How about we do one of the Psalms, and then we'll finish on that. Lord, you're my shepherd. Who shall I fear? Rod and staff comfort me safe and secure. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all of my days, and I'll dwell in your house forever. Lead the path of righteousness for the sake of your name. Your love is never ending. You're always the same. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all of my days, and I'll dwell in your house forever. Bring me to green pasture, prepared for me your best. You cause me to lay down, and I enter into rest. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all of my days, and I'll dwell in your house forever. Lead me to still water, where I can drink my fill. You anoint my head with oil, my wounds you heal. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all of my days, and I'll dwell in your house forever. You prepare a table in presence of my foe. You restore my soul, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all of my days, and I'll dwell in your house forever. Even though I walk through this valley of death, I will know no fear. You're with me every step. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all of my days, and I'll dwell in your house forever. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all of my days, and I'll dwell in your house forever. Hey, I pray that the goodness and mercy of God will follow you everywhere you go, every step you take, every turn you make. I pray that you turn a corner, and there he is. You're going to run into him. He's going to be there, and you're going to walk in his shade. That's my prayer for you. I can't make it happen. If I could make it happen, I'd make it happen for me. But it has. It does. It will. It can. And that's my prayer for all of us today. Find shade, get in it, get in his shade, start walking next to him. It's gonna get bumpy, but we're gonna be all right because he's faithful when we're not. He's gonna take care of us because that's his nature, that's his character. But save us a lot of grief if we would just walk next to him. Anyway, I do this every week around this time. No one ever knows when I'm getting on, but it's sometime around this time, usually on Saturday morning. Follow me if you want to get notified. Hey, I also have a YouTube channel where I put all this stuff up, and I think it's John Olmsted 1892. I think that's right, something like that. Anyway, you get my name, you can get close, you can find it. AI knows who I am. I got some music up there, some original music and some covers and some of these things that are where I get to rambling about stuff. Anyway, I hope that you have a good day. I hope that you know the ruler instead of the rules. He's good. He loves you, and he wants you to walk in his shade. He wants to block the sun and give you some peace and some rest. Anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful Saturday. And if you're sitting in Memphis somewhere, I hope you got some air conditioner, and thank God for it. It's a good thing. You appreciate it more when you don't have it, but we got it now. Hey, Diane, it's good seeing you on here. Joel, thank you, Joel, for joining me every week. I hope that my ramblings make some sense. I hope that they do anyway. But we're going to do it again next week. You can watch me stumble over some songs and forget the music, and you can watch me try to share what God put on my heart for the week. This week it was Romans 7. Maybe you go read it. It might make some more sense than me talking about it. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. God bless you, and we'll do this again next week. Bye.